All along here in the Knicks Jazz talks about Donovan Mitchell and a potential trade, the Knicks had the opportunity to offer the best package of any Mitchell suitor. They had 8 first-round picks that they could have chosen to put in a package. They had a lot of young players, including RJ Barrett, they could have chosen to include in a package. But once the Knicks decided against including Barrett in a package, which essentially happened when the team agreed to an extension with Barrett on Monday night, it was going to be difficult to find a pathway to a deal. A lot of people with Utah, according to people with knowledge of the talks, felt that Barrett needed to be in a deal to get it done because the Knicks were unwilling to meet Utah's asks for draft compensation and other young players if you took Barrett out of the equation. And so I think the Knicks could have matched and exceeded the offer that Cleveland made that ultimately got a deal done for Donovan Mitchell here on Thursday. The Knicks in previous talks with the Jazz had been unwilling to go to 3 unprotected first-round picks. That's where Cleveland went to get this thing done. And now, the Knicks leave themselves open to a lot of second-guessing. I think it's important for this club, whatever it ends up being during the season, to win games and to show improvement throughout the course of the season in order to show fans and I think decision makers over at the Garden that things are heading in the right direction. Because when you pass up on this opportunity, acquiring a top player who's available via trade, you wonder for the Knicks, when is that next opportunity coming? Who's that next star going to be that becomes available? Do your young players develop and do a couple of them pop, and are you able to turn yourself into a contender that way? I mean, that's a dream scenario for the Knicks, but this team was set up to make noise via the trade market and to acquire a star via the trade market. So to pass up on Mitchell, you just have to wonder for the Knicks, Leon Rose and co., who is the next star that's coming down the pipeline? And if that star is not available, is this team internally good enough to develop into a contender? If not, there's going to be a lot of questions for the group after passing up on a Donovan Mitchell trade.